What's up, y'all? I am your girl, Candy, and this is Torin, and we are about to speak on it.
I was like, am I gonna do it? Nah, let's take the high.
Well, hello there. Hello, everyone. I am your girl, Candy, and I'm about to speak on it. Speak on it. What's up, Torin?
Hey, Candy.
I'm so glad to finally have you in the chair.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's just so much we got to talk about. We on episode 5.
Yeah, we made it.
You good halfway into the season now.
Yeah, are we? Am I?
So you are a real Bravo celebrity right now.
Candy in the game. I'm just torn. I'm just torn from the east side of Atlanta. Point blank.
Oh, from the east side.
The east side, gotta throw it in there.
Okay, so tell me, what does your family think about you being on the show?
They have gotten used to my crazy moves. Like, I've always been a free spirit. Mm-hmm. So, like, they have learned to just adjust. So, when I told them about it, they was like, okay, this is another thing Torin doing. Uh-huh. But I was like, yeah, it's not just me. This is going to affect all of us. Like, they going to be looking for you and you. So, I'm not on the show. We on the show.
Right.
So, they're cool. They going with it. People are following them, asking them
your
about
family
it.
Members?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Following them. We got all kind of cousins coming out the woodwork.
You got the missing cousins from
the missing cousins. I'm like, oh, how you doing? I don't know.
Yeah. What about old friends that you ain't talking to?
Old friends, exes.
You got some exes coming out the woodwork.
In the DMs.
In the DM? They ain't got your phone number no more?
No, for what?
Oh.
For what?
They trying to slide in your DMs.
Yeah. However they can.
I guess they missing some of that pool that Brian was talking about.
We gonna talk about that pool, okay? To this tub. We gonna talk about that. A one night turned into a few years now, cause he just keep talking about it. Like, it was just one night, a few minutes. I guess it was memorable.
I guess it was memorable.
I don't remember all of it, but he can tell you from start to finish.
So, me and Torin will always flirt at work. I'm a Virgo, he a Scorpio. It's like the perfect match.
Apparently. Well, I already talked to him, so yes, I know he can.
He came over and we was all, clicking and clacking and all that kind of stuff.
And we are talking about Brian, actually, for those of you who are just checking us out.
Hey, Todd, how you doing?
What's up, guys? Our shirts are available now. I've had so many people ask me, oh, how can I get a t-shirt? Normally, you have to come all the way to Old Lady Gang in Atlanta to get you one. But now you can get your t-shirts, and we have more fun merchandise coming soon. Get it right here. Okay, everybody, I hope you've been watching Candy in the Gang because it has been amazing. It's hilarious. All the reviews online, everybody's been sending so much love to the show. But Torin, you are definitely one of the faves, I could tell. People go in for you, Torin.
They do. I do have some people that really go hard. Don't mess with my Torin, all of that, and I'm very humbled by it, for real. Because I didn't go on this show to have fans or nothing. I just really came on to promote my business, come back for Old Lady Gang. All right, let's do this. Get these events popping. Because I brought my toolkit so I can know the true specs of the space. I got my hammer, all of that. And people just like me. I'm being 100% Torin. People like it. Point blank.
So Torin was with us in the beginning.
Yes.
When we first opened, let's see, how long? It's been 5 years, right?
Yeah. Hey, this is Torin, and this is the Old Lady Gang Takeover.
And the drink?
Yeah.
You hungry? Well, what you waiting on?
Yeah. When I first met you, Candy, you really was sizing me up, child. And I get it. Like, so I knew when I came in, I had something to prove. Like, she's just not letting everybody into her family business. You got to prove yourself. So when I came in, that's what I was on.
But I felt like we connected, though.
No, we definitely did. But I knew I had to show up. Point blank.
You showed up and then you left us.
And hold on. And she blocked me or muted me or something because you used to like all my pictures. And then I'm like, Candy ain't like some of my pictures. And I know that one was cute. And that one was cute.
Did I mute you or did you mute me?
Never.
Okay, so during the pandemic, obviously things got stressful for everybody. Torin, he obviously, you see on the show, he did events and he also was a manager for the restaurant. And then one day, I guess he got fed up and decided he was just going to up and quit on us in the middle of the pandemic.
That may be true.
Now, everybody was quitting work on the pandemic, so I don't hold no grudges about it.
Okay, good.
For a lot of people who may not understand, we had actually started filming Candy and the Gang the week before the world shut down for COVID.
Yes.
We did. So we had an entire cast of people. So it was Torin, Brian was there, Shadrika was with it then, Patrick was part of it then. Who else?
And some.
It was Kimmy. It was our old manager. She was there.
Yeah.
She was hilarious. Now I think people missed out on a treat with Kimmy because she was hilarious.
She was definitely a treat.
You and y'all used to bump. You know what? Do you bump heads with all of our head?
No, I don't. They bump heads with me.
How you doing?
Pretty good. You want to come down here? We can catch up and officially.
So are we having a talk?
I don't bump heads with them because I really like to work with people.
I mean, I'm not scheduling a talk, but I feel like that's what people do, right?
I didn't know.
Like, I know I can't do it by myself. So, like, let's get along to get this thing going. I have a light, and I can't turn it off. And some people can't take it. I'm a newly realized Torin, and I know that I'm the too. So, it's just like, you can work alongside my light, you know?
Yes. The crazy thing is that some of the people that worked with us, you know, obviously we lost them during the time of the pandemic. So when it was time to come back and start back filming again last summer, everybody didn't come back.
Right.
So how did you feel about coming back?
I did not leave due to COVID. That wasn't the only reason.
He just literally didn't show up, but then we see him on Instagram laid out.
Okay.
I really, if you pull that footage back,
Like having a wind down park with no mask on with like 20 or 30 people.
you could literally see me breaking down and falling apart. Like, mental health is very important. And I was in a very low place to whereas I didn't know my abilities or were confident with my abilities. And if I don't have nothing for myself, I can't give nothing to any other entity. So I wasn't giving what I wanted to give the old lady gang, and I didn't have it to give for myself. So I left because of that, because I had to find who Torin was, and if Torin could do it on his own. I was seeking validation from you all doing these events and all of that when I should have found that within myself. You know what I'm saying? So when I left and started, well, I had already had my own business, but that really gave me the time to focus on my business. And when I started setting my prices on my services and people were paying them, that's when I realized
During the pandemic?
That's when I realized, like, oh, Torin, you can do this. Like, you are worth it. What your talents are great. That's why I left, and I'm glad I did. How I went, like I said, it was unprofessional. But I had to choose me, and I chose me in that moment. And I'm thankful y'all let me back. This is home.
Well, I'm glad we let you back too. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's why I left.
So Torin, he has his event planning company.
Yes.
So he's not with us full time, meaning like every day of the week. But you can see him sometimes at Old Lady Gang still, like a couple days a week. But then like mostly on the weekends, most of the time he doing his events.
Yes.
Yeah. So how is everything going with your event planning company?
It is super busy, and I'm thankful for it. I said that I grew up at Old Lady Gang. I really did, because I didn't know what I was capable of when it came to events. I didn't go to school for this. You know, it's just something I did for other restaurants that I worked with, and I didn't even think to make this a career. But now that I've really taken it seriously and I know that it's my purpose, like, the blessings have just started flowing, and people are starting to believe in it. Like, I realize, like, when you believe in yourself, other people do. Like, really, I tell the servers that, like, you don't have to know everything on this menu, but if you go to that table confident, like, you know what you're talking about, they gonna believe it, girl. So that's how I go about my business. Like, you're not gonna know everything from the start, and I'm still learning things with it. But I'm thankful for the opportunities. Every opportunity, every person that wants to book Torin, I'm thankful.
So do you think business has picked up since you've been on the show?
Oh, for sure. Y'all, I'm checking my emails, but girl, it's so many inquiries for events, and it's just me right now. I don't have a whole team. It's me and actually Kiki.
My cousin.
Her cousin. Yeah, she's really been getting me together because I'm a creative. I'm not the most organized, you know. So she gets me together with my calendars and stuff and keeps me focused because that creative mind
Be all
like
over the
this.
place. Right.
I mean, can you?
No, I totally understand.
All right, so yeah.
So here's my other question. Okay, so I asked you a little bit about your business, and I'm glad that things are going well in that, right? Because on the show, sometimes things is all over the place. You know, obviously, when you first came in and you ran into Philip, things went left.
Yeah. And right. They did. Well, Philip, I am Torin.
When I talk to people, I like to talk to them face to face.
How y'all doing now?
I feel like this team building was a huge opportunity for Torin and I to kind of move past.
We're cordial. We're cordial for the business, for sure.
Okay.
But some people, you don't have to be their friends outside of work. But as long as we can work together in this establishment, we good. I don't have to be friends. I'm 32 years old. I don't need no more friends. I'm good with my circle.
Okay.
So when it came to the interaction with Philip, a lot of friends, a lot of people, because your friend don't like someone, they expect you not to like them too.
Right.
And I don't think that's fair. So when I walked into the space, I went with a clear one. I didn't know he was gonna be in there. For one, people think I knew he was gonna be. I didn't know he was gonna be in there. So we didn't have a formal meeting set up. So I was told to go in there and do some work, and that's what I was doing some work. So who's gonna take me over there? You can walk over there. So I left it. Like, this is home. So when I saw him there, what you do when you go into a room, you speak. I said hello. And that's all the interaction we needed at that point because we didn't have no formal meeting set up. So he mentioned me to come. He basically asked me to come sit with him. I'm like, okay, I'm working, but I'll sit with you. I'll give you your moment because that's what you wanted. Philip is a very smooth talker. And I wish I was too sometimes, you know? But I'm a little more direct with it. But he's a smooth talker, and if you don't, you won't catch his shade. Basically, because he'll use these big words and all this, and it'll just go right over your head. But not me. I'ma sit there, and he would literally. I'm watching this back on tape, and I'm like, dang, he was coming for me. He came for me like 5 or 6 times before, but he hit me with the "you don't get paid to think."
You do events. Stay in the lane of thinking about events.
That's when it snapped at me. I was like, hold on, wait, I gotta repeat that back to him because I don't think he said that. No one pays me to think. I don't get paid to think, and that's when I sat up. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm back. Through Candy's mouth. This is my time now because I tried to keep it cute, and I think I still keep it cute. But I had to let him know, like, come on, you called me. And I think he was sitting at the table when we was on, I don't know. But you called me back, and I need you to know that we're sitting at the same table. We're here. You don't have to go over the hierarchy. You know, I'm not with that. I don't like arrogance because I know where my help come from. I know where my help comes from. So when anybody feels like they're above me, I don't like that. We here. I'm looking at you in your eyes. You ain't got to tell me where you at on the totem pole.
Okay. Had to let you get that off your chest. Woo! Oh, my goodness.
All right.
All right, let's roll back to Brian.
Okay.
Okay, you and Brian have been friends. Y'all met at Old Lady Gang, right?
Old Lady Gang, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, you had your connection. You said it was one time.
One night.
One night.
Only.
Right. He was very impressed by that one night.
He was.
Extremely.
Most star.
Oh! I didn't know you had it in you, Torin.
Listen.
When he said that, I was like, what?
I really do have it in me, but that ain't my brand. That's not what I'm selling. Well, not yet. Because you know what's coming.
Said something about bedroom candy.
I did.
What?
Jamie, you know you wrong for that.
What?
So I was like, maybe you would be open to an anonymous line. Well, I guess it ain't
A
anonymous
Torin?
now. A
A
Torin?
Torin line? A Torin toy. That's a thought.
Look, you think about it. I see it. You like, hold on.
That's a thought. You can figure that out now.
I don't like to talk about it a lot. And that's in every aspect of my life. Like, whether my skills, and I don't talk about it, I just show you. So, in the bedroom, I'm going to just show you. I ain't got to talk about it. And I would rather Brian not keep talking about it.
So, but, I mean, no, it was too big. We tugged the pool, but we didn't dig, okay? We can hold the shovel.
But I'm going to figure out a way how to flip it and make some coins off of it, okay?
Okay, well, he talked about it more on Speak on it.
It sure did.
Oh, you saw
the
it.
build up and everything.
So we walked on over, me and his 3 legs.
Yes.
I saw it.
Did it make you reminisce?
Yeah, because I didn't remember it. I was drinking. It was like, girls gone wild. They kiss each other in the club. They dance. That's how it was to me. I didn't think nothing about it. The next day, it was just like, hey, how you doing? See you tomorrow at work.
Yeah. What about you and Chandrika?
Chandrika and I, we bumped heads at first. 2 strong personalities, and she doesn't do well with authority. And when I first came in, I was on that trip that Philip's on, like, hey, I'm this and I'm this. So that's why I can identify with it. I see it, but I know that ain't no way to go about it. Not at old lady game. Chandrika, we bumped heads because she don't do well with authority, and I was on that. So yeah. Once I lined up, she lined up, and we just started working together harmoniously. And I kind of see that happening with her and Philip now.
So what did you think about Chandrika and running around asking everybody who told on her what she said about tie-dye?
That's true, Chandrika. Fashion. For one, when she came to me, I was like, Chandrika, you sure you didn't say that? Because I know she just a spitfire and she don't even remember what she be saying.
Every time you say something in the meeting, they shut it down. Now Juan got something to say. Shut it down.
But her asking everybody, I really didn't condone it. I was like, girl, chill. Don't be spreading it through the restaurant. Just keep it cool.
Now, this is the part that I found to be super funny, though, is the fact that, obviously, she was on camera, and talking mad craziness, right?
Part of that was you said we don't give a meaning Todd and I.
Yeah, he was like, Todd and Candy, they don't give a
Did I say that? Who said that?
You did. Down to the thing that had you on the thing.
So we see it. We hear her.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
But obviously we're not going to come back and tell her exactly how we had the information. So to watch it back and see how she was really trying to figure out, it was hilarious to me.
It's like if somebody say they heard something, like, just admit to it, girl. Like, just tell her.
Yeah. Okay, so what about you and Dominique?
Me and Dom, we've always been cool. Because we're very direct with our feelings.
Wait, this is dinner?
Yeah, this is the
It's
food.
a snack.
You brought me to your house to make me eat cheese and broccoli that's raw?
Like if she don't like something I done did, she hits me right away. I don't like to let stuff fester, so she hits me right off the dome when I do something crazy, and I do the same for her. Like we hold each other accountable.
No, Then you gonna be pooping all on my house? No, you're not eating nothing.
For sure, that's my girl.
Okay, so did you know when she first started dating Brandon?
I did.
Oh.
But as a friend, you if she tell you to be quiet about it, I'm gonna keep it on the low for you, girl. And especially because I'm a manager too. Let me just keep my
Stay out of it.
Stay out.
So what did you think about the two of them together?
Love is love. It's cool. Like, I mean, we spend a lot of time together, and we spend a lot of time together. Like, so it's inevitable. Love is love. It just happens.
It just happens.
Just happens.
Apparently.
Did they grow, or was it sparks? Was it just hot in the beginning? Or did you?
That thing was, it was hot and ready from the beginning. And it's like, you watch them, you can feel it when you're around them. It is hot.
Bald-headed chocolate guy. They got like that thing that's strong, that look good. He can flip me around, spin me around, turn me around. Boom.
What do you think of Brandon?
I think Brandon is good for Dominique in her life, the stage of her life right now.
Oh, he's saying that ain't gonna last. Go ahead.
Oh! No,
that was a nice way of saying that ain't gonna last. He said for the stage that she's in right now. Did he not say that? Did he not say that?
Candy, why you do that?
I'm just saying. That's what you said.
No, because I know the type of guy that Dom used to date. They were the ballers. They was the super well established and took care of her and all of that. Mm-hmm. But Brandon is kind of meeting her where she is. You know, he's doing well for himself, but he's like, you know, he's holding her accountable as well. Like, let's get this together. Mm-hmm. And that's a different vibe for Dom. And I appreciate it. I love to watch that grow. I think they're gonna be a power couple. For sure. If y'all allow it and don't file. But yeah, they gonna do good things together.
Yep.
Well, you know, I had rooted for him because, I mean, I just kind of could relate because of the situation with Todd and I. But, right. You know, I know it's the powers that be don't really be feeling that, though, you know, but we'll see.
What?
That's a direct conflict of interest.
And I get it. On a corporate, yeah, I get that. But it's like, I feel like everything could be talked about. Everything could be talked about. You set the parameters. And if those parameters are crossed, then cut the relationship. But it's like...
We'll see. What do you think about Shardo?
Shardo he's young. I don't think he's found who he is yet or his voice.
Okay, you can come with me.
Mm-hmm. So in the midst of all of our personalities, he kind of gets lost. He can dress his ass off. But, like, I don't think he's found his voice in our group. And it gets chomped every time.
What you doing? Chilling. It's kind of slow today.
Yeah. Where your section at?
I'm in the hell room.
You want to put these menus, like, on the table?
Okay, well, give me one.
But, yeah, it's some big personalities, and I don't think he's found his voice yet.
Yes, let's say. I hope so. Oh, baby. Anyway.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, this is a strong group of people.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that I'm glad that, you know, Todd came up with the idea to do this show, because at the end of the day, it's like, I felt like y'all deserve to be on TV. When I tell you, y'all, it just cracked me up. Just the whole mess of the restaurant that happen all the time. It's always something.
You got to know who you are. You got to know who you are, or you will get chewed up and spit out.
Yeah, we done had some serious personalities come through that restaurant. We definitely have a lot of natural comedy through every episode, because y'all are funny.
Yeah, I think that's because we are genuinely being ourselves. We kind of got practice. Like, that first week before COVID hit, like, that was our lights, camera, and then we had this long period of where nothing was happening. Like, so we was just on that. So when the cameras came, it was just like, we were used to the cameras. We've been used to each other. It's just like, y'all just capturing the daily lives, you know? We're just being ourselves and being authentic, and that's where the comedy comes from, because that's us.
So, okay, you and Patrick. How you like Patrick?
I like Patrick. Patrick and I got closer when he came in the building.
When he started managing.
Yeah, started managing. Yeah.
He used to just, run the parking lot. But then at one point he started being
that man loved to work. He loves to work. Like, so he came in the building and he hit the ground running. Whether he managed before, he was so open to learning everything OLG. And of course, some of that is to you, the family, but I think that's just naturally in him. He's just a hard worker, you know.
I just need checks, I already got respect, baby. I just need checks, already got respect.
Welcome to Old Lady Gang.
And I gravitate towards that.
You know, a lot of people were saying online they like y'all friendship.
Yes, I do too. It's totally different, and I think a lot of people get it twisted, and they think every gay man wants to go after a straight man, and that ain't even the case. Like,
hey, what's up? Man, them pants, man, I need some of them, boy. God.
Patrick ain't my type. That ain't what I go for. He's a handsome guy, but he's not the type that I go for.
Okay, so, can we just say what your type is? Because I'm sure people...
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying, what's your type?
So now they want to see how big it is. Now I'm just... Okay, I am single. My type is... I like a confident guy. I like a guy that's bigger than myself. So, like, taller.
Oh, you like him to be taller than you? You are tall.
I know.
How tall are you?
I do. I'm 6'3". I like to be put in my place a little bit.
Wait, how did you end up tugging and pulling with Brian?
The drinks. I'm telling you, the drinks. That's what I said. It was a one night only. That is my friend. That's my brother. He said I'm the work husband. Okay. But that's my friend.
Okay. Like an athlete stuff.
Yeah. That's the physicality. The older I've
You
gotten,
said
already-
like Philip. Morris said like Philip.
No.
Philip's not taller than you.
He's not taller than me.
But he has a strong personality.
He does have a strong personality.
And he's physically fit.
Yes, he definitely is.
He does put you in your place.
Did he? America, did he put me in my place? Okay.
Is this like a love-hate thing?
I don't know. Honestly, I've really been trying to see, like, okay, what is the real issue? Like, does he want me? Or, cause I don't know. Not my type of guy, but he's a good guy and he fine. I'll give him that. He fine. But just not my kind of guy. Really, I'm looking for a mental connection, someone to stimulate me here. I done had my share of men, women, whatever. I done had them all.
Okay, so you dated women.
Yeah. In high school, all up into college, my freshman year is when I
stopped dating women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have been hiding it for the longest. Mm-hmm. And it took a moment to where I had to realize, like, okay, this is a dark place I'm in. Mm-hmm. And I'm really not.
But damn, why we had to be a dark place you was in?
No. It was very bright, and I enjoyed it, and they was throwing it at me. Mm-hmm. But I was not being authentically myself. Okay. And I'm all about being free, doing what you love, and that ain't what I was loving. You know, I was going to family functions, not being who I was, and that wasn't fair to my family or myself. I sent an email to my mama, and that's how I told her.
Email?
Yes, that's how I came out. Yeah, because I get very passionate sometimes when I'm speaking, and you ever had an argument, you be like, dang, I should have said that. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I was, and I wanted to make sure that I got everything out from start to finish, and I'm a great writer. I like to write, so that's what I did. And she read it, and she hit me with the, I already knew, we were just waiting on.
Yeah, they were just waiting on you.
My mama called me when she found it. She definitely called me, but they should have known when my first CD was Britney Spears, and I wanted this album so bad. Shout out Britney Spears, you been my girl. But yeah, that album, the pink one, the first one, they should have known by then. But yeah, I came out via email, and they were very accepting of it. People don't understand. Coming out is very hard. You in that moment, you are choosing to be ostracized from everything. That's what you're choosing. You got to be cool with that, because some people don't take to it like my family did, and I'm blessed that they did.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I hate to ask this question every time, but it's been talked about in the blogs or whatever. But you've already shared, your personal choices or whatever. So how do you think, so many people talk about the fact that we do have such a open-minded cast, meaning some people are straight, some people are not, there is no type, I would say. Like, we are very, and then as far as being on Bravo and having a cast that has more leading men than women, on the show, what do you think about it?
I think that is totally groundbreaking. It's inspiring. Like, so many people have hit me in my DMs and yes, saying like, thank you for the representation. I tell everybody I'm so happy to be a part of this project because we really are making history. It's so inclusive. Like, everybody that watches this show can relate to they can see themselves in one of us in this cast. I like how we all are, even though we fight, we still can come together harmoniously and show the world that these two types of people can, coexist. Like the relationship between Patrick and I. Yeah. Like, it's not forced. There's no judgment. And that is real life. That has been my life forever. Like, when I was in high school, I was playing ball. I still have straight male friends to this day from high school, and I want more people to see that and like just break the divide. Right. I love that I'm a part of this.
Yes, and then the other thing that I think needs to be clear for people, because I see sometimes people say, "Oh, they really casted this show well."
No.
We all genuinely know each other from Olaydigan.
Yes.
The show is definitely people who actually work there, and we are all have become family through the restaurant. We didn't go out and find any of them.
No, we was
met right there.
homegrown, baby.
You and Patrick are definitely cool.
Yes, we are.
So for everybody who's like, oh, I like their friendship, it's a genuine friendship. It's not faked for the TV.
It really is. I've grown up there. We all have grown up there. We don't look the same. I love how vulnerable the men are, straight and gay, on this show. I think a lot of men aren't. They are trained to not show vulnerability. That's why they're casted as B characters, because they're not really being open. Our entire cast, we're being open. We giving our entire selves.
That's another thing I love, is that everybody was so comfortable with just being their true selves.
Yeah.
Do you think you're still going to be just as honest
Yes,
and open?
it don't matter how many followers I have. It don't matter how much money. I'm still going to be the same Torin.
You know, sometimes when people be on reality TV, right, they see themselves back, and then they start changing.
Now, baby, cause, aesthetically now, I do want to get some things. Yeah, it's going to be some
Like
things
what?
done. Definitely, they're going to get done. My
Your
teeth,
teeth?
for sure.
Oh, somebody
And then-
told me when they get some brand new teeth, when they don't have their real teeth no more, that's when you know they done changed.
Well, I'm going to prove them wrong, but this grill getting done. But yeah, I mean, no, I'm going to be the same Torin inside.
Okay.
For sure. But
Inside.
Inside.
Just not the smile.
Yeah.
I get it. It's okay. What do you think? Do you think everybody else in the show, do you think they all going to continue to be themselves, or do you think they're going to switch up?
Oh, no. Yeah, some people really care about what people are thinking of them. Yeah, so they go on these tours of trying to clean up what they done said and all of that. It's just like, that's what you said, that's what you gave. Just let it go. Don't go back and forth with these people. Why do you feel like you have to prove something? I used to be that, but now I'm just like, I don't care what people think about me. I'm just gonna be me. I'm not living for the approval of nobody. I did that long enough. It's a few of them. Don't make me say the names.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you say any
you.
names. That's fine. I'm not gonna make you say any names, but I don't even have to say that about our cast. I've seen it happen in the past on other. It's like one minute they be this way, and then they be trying to change who they really are for the sake of the fans and the TV, but then they be somebody else off.
No, that's a lot of work. Being something you're not, and that's why I was like, this process has been so easy for me, like, because I just been torn. And people like it. Thank you so much.
We were talking about Patrick, and then we just went off into your love life.
Sorry.
But Patrick and Safari, that's been a subject on the show with you. So what do you think of Safari?
I am shook. Okay, that's not the way I want to meet your girl for the first time. This girl doesn't do interiors.
She wears the pants. She wears the pants around there. I don't know. She's like a silent shooter.
What does that mean?
It's like she's very quiet, but she packs a lot of punch, especially when it comes to Patrick and his decision making.
I feel like people, they don't understand and they don't see my relationship with Safari.
At this point, I don't know who Patrick is, because she has really trumped.
He's really different, right?
Okay, you see it.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
The vagina version of Dick Mataz. like that is what Patrick is.
And I get it. Women upgrade men and they change, but it's just like, I don't even see a twinkle of Patrick in there no more.
Hey, my queen.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Like, what is the Patrick that you know?
The Patrick I know really makes decisions for himself. He doesn't, if he's against something, he'll stand up for it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope to see you soon.
But kind of when she says something, like, he just goes with everything she says, and he doesn't have a mind of his own.
They say happy wife, happy life.
I think in a relationship, you still got to have your own voice. And you can't forget about your people. A lot of people get in relationships and they forget about their friends and all of that. And it's like, I was here before that.
We'll see a lot more of that in the future. But let's go to the thing that affected you directly. How did you feel when you got fired from the...
Embarrassed as hell. Like, that's my friend. So I feel like as my friend, you could have pulled me to the side, or you could have just called me like, hey, my girl, and I would have been cool. But to meet her for the first time and get fired like right in front of, that was so awkward and embarrassing. But I had to.
So you didn't see it coming?
No, not at all. So, and usually my face tells the truth every time. And my face don't lie. I feel like I kept it cool, but I was it felt like you threw a pie in my face.
I don't know. We're gonna let Safari do it.
Cause that's not a way I want to meet this girl. For one, I really want to be like, girl, why you firing me? Cause this is what I do. That ain't what you know. But it was just a lot to take in the moment.
Right, because you can't save it so much because that's his girlfriend.
Yeah, and then we in the front of the restaurant, and I ain't wanted to go left.
I'm gonna let her do her thing and everything. Like
you gonna do the party too?
It was just a lot of elements to take at one time. And I was just like, dude, you could have warned me or told me.
Hey. Shit happens.
Shit, clearly. Shit. And what she say goes.
Oh, wait, stop. I didn't ask you what you feel about Melvin.
Melvin, believe it or not, we have had some really deep conversations. Like, you know, it gets very hard at Old Lady Gang, and we really have been like a shoulder for each other. We'll go out on that back breezeway and be like, dude, I can't take it no more. And I uplift him. And when I have my I don't take it no more, I can't take it no more moment, he uplifts me. So, yeah, that's our connection.
Don't be over there dogging us out. No.
Nah.
Now, watching the show, you get to see it from the outside in. What do you think when you watch some of this stuff back? Especially about the restaurant.
It is definitely a reality check, watching it back. But I'm able to see really how much everyone cares about it. Even the Phillips of it all. We may don't see eye to eye, but I see that everyone cares. Like the last episode when Melvin mentioned, you know, Phillip in a great light, I had never seen that before. For me to be able to hear it, and now I'm seeing, you know, his passion and care about the restaurant. You know, that kind of, I'm not saying like we cool, but like it gives me a little more respect for him. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
What did you think when you saw that sink with the dirty water in it?
That was unacceptable, and people made all these other conclusions about it, but it really was a management thing, and yeah,
Brandon.
Yeah. It was definitely Brandon. You should have been on the staff about that sink, because that's a dump sink, America. That's not a hand washing sink. So you are to dump drinks in that sink. That sink is specifically for dumping drinks, but it should have been cleaned out periodically. Every hour.
I mean, it was stopped up, and it was only for that day. So I want everybody to be clear. It's not like that all the time. It was a day that he had to call the plumber, but he still could have had them get the plastic out of it.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a management thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, the restaurant goes so fast you can't catch everything, but literally, Brent, you was standing right there at it. So, I mean, either you jump in there, clean it out, or get somebody. You know. Yeah, I ain't like that too much. And they still talking about it. I'm like,
yes, that drives me insane.
Yeah,
it drives me insane.
Poke Candy, because I know they wearing you out.
What? They drag me.
Really? Sometimes you can be like, it ain't my fault. It's Brandon. This is his Twitter. This is it. Yeah, put it on us now, because we out here now. You don't have to take it all.
Okay. No. Okay. Speaking of dragging me, how about I got drugged in that tug of war in the team building game?
Oh, Mom, I'm sorry, Bubba Candy.
Oh, my God.
That was really a game. They got us with the wits. Because we was like, we were the stronger team, clearly. We got Melvin on the team.
Yeah, they didn't explain it in tonight's. So guys, this is what happened. Of course, we had Melvin is strong as I don't know what. Now, Patrick's strong as hell, too.
Yeah, he is.
Man, come on, we good.
But, you know, we had Melvin. I thought you were strong.
Girl, I am strong. We had me. We had Phil. Oh.
You had Phillip. You had, Brian wasn't doing that.
No.
Is my wig still on?
Basically, what happened, they did not explain this in the show because obviously they had to cut it short in the time. But we could not figure out how they beat us because we just knew we was going to. Because we was pulling them for so long. First of all, how was our rope longer on our side?
Girl, I don't know, but it was a point where
because it looked like we was all the way up to the wall, but we still had not gotten the little red flag over.
We was exerting so much.
So that was the first thing, and then they had a strategy. Basically, you know what I noticed they did to us? What happened in what's that something game?
Squid Game.
They did to us what they did on Squid Games. You know how everybody when you pull, and they waited till all of us had put our weight, and they like kind of let it go, and then one of us fell, and then they just drug us back.
right over.
I was so mad.
Yeah, that was smart.
Melvin was so mad.
He was.
He did not want to play no more. That's how mad he was. They didn't show that in the show, though. They did not show that. He was so mad.
And it was me in front of Melvin, so he keeps seeing me like falling. Like, so he was mad at me. I was like, Melvin, it's cool.
He was dragging the whole team by himself.
He was.
But he, after we all fell down.
And they did it a few times. Like, we'll get them, and then I pull us back, and then we'll get them again. So by the end, we were tired. We were just like, we all felt like dominoes.
I was dragging across the floor. Let's get to it. I didn't ask you about your thoughts on Don Juan.
Okay. Don Juan. We're both Scorpios. And there's no gray area in those Scorpio relationships. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we're on the good end. Mm-hmm. He, like he said, he's like a bigger brother to me, and I'm like the little brother. He's really looked out for me in those moments where I just want to jump off the ledge. And he keeps it straight. He's a straight shooter with me, and I appreciate that. And he's helped me in some really dark times. So, Don Juan is a good guy. You got a good one on your team.
Yes, I do.
You do.
I'm going to take
Thanks
that.
for sharing.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. What do you think about Ty today? You can feel free. We ain't gonna fire you.
No. I humbly appreciate you for real. Because y'all took me from where I was. Y'all took me for where I was. Because I'm not there yet. I'm still working there. But I think y'all see the potential in me, and I appreciate that. Todd is a little harder on me, and I appreciate that. No, he's taught me a lot of things. He has really taught me how to monetize my talents for real. Because I just was doing it for free because I love to do it.
I would love to do these events and make y'all thousands of dollars like I was.
You see that drive in me, and I appreciate it. It makes me go harder. So I appreciate both of y'all. Both of you.
Well, we about ready to get back started with our Friday night vibes.
God, they coming.
Yes, I'm so excited.
They are coming. I love them.
Yes.
I love to do that.
We really appreciate you coming to party with us. For those of you that was wondering how you can become one of the performers, you have to talk to Torin. He is the one who puts this together for us and decides the talent. I do too. But it used to be Friday Night Live, but you changed it to Friday Night Vibe.
I changed the name to Friday Night Vibe because I really wanted to make it my thing. Ty just said like that was my idea and all that, but I swear we were sitting at the table, I said it, and then he jumped on the wagon. But I digress. So I just said, let me change the name, and now it's mine. Friday Night Vibe. Yeah, Friday Night Vibe is a night of entertainment. We have different artists come and perform. I added a new element of featuring small businesses because I know that's one of your big things too, is featuring, putting other people on. Small businesses, and it's just a good time. I love music, I love food, and why not put it all together and dance and have a good time?
Yeah, it's a party that we do outside with live music. We have live bands come, performers. So I guess you're going to have to hit Torin up if you're trying
to perform, yes.
Well, Torin, it has been amazing talking with you. Always, I love you to death. So, I'm so glad that we could do this together. I'm so glad that we could be a part of Old Lady Gang. Old Lady Gang and Candy and the Gang together. And I'm so glad that the people are loving you.
Thanks for having me back.
Yes.
And I'm just humbled by the whole experience. I'm learning, taking my notes from the boss.
Well, I pray that you have continued success.
Thank you.
As we continue to grow. Now, is there anything you want to share with the people?
And really, I just want to leave a positive message of just, following your heart. Don't give up. Continue to strive, and sometimes you're not gonna know your destination. You just gotta keep moving. Don't stop.
Well, guys, it has been a great speak on it once again. Make sure you're watching Candy and the Gang every Sunday night at 9 p.m. EST. Okay? And until next time, thank you for watching. Speak on it.